Hey everybody, it's Miranda here and I've got a layout to share with y'all. This is a Design Tea project for Discount Paper Crafts Etsy store, and it's about a month old. I created this last month for the challenge at Once Upon a Sketch. They host a monthly challenge for layouts, and I always try to enter that, and then like the Prima BAP, it's just a good base for someone who's not good with layouts. So I created this for the challenge, and then I won third place. I was super happy. Layouts are, not my forte. I'm more of an altered art type person, so it's always really rewarding when, your work gets featured or recognized. So, anyway, it's just a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock that I started out with, and then I went crazy with just tissue papers and misting and masking. I had a couple of different color tissue papers from my stash, but I didn't want to do too much texture, so I kind of kept it more subtle than I typically do with the tissue paper. I've got a mini album that I'll show you guys soon that I've been working on where the texture is just like really thick, but this one I kind of just did more subtle. So that one has that text on it, and then I used like a blue one and then a white one, and you can also see the background paper kind of coming through in some spots, so I really like that. So I layered the tissue paper all over the entire thing, and then I gessoed over it as well. And then I used a bunch of different mists from my stash, no particular brand or anything, just any colors that matched what I had going on here. The one that I did use from Kathy's store though is the chalkboard glimmer mist from Tattered Angels, and this is in Splash. I've had this one for quite a while. I love the chalkboard ones. So I used that one and a couple other ones from my stash. And once that was all dried, I went in with the 12 by 12 mask I got from Kathy's store. Excuse me, y'all, my dog was barking at something, but this is what the mask looks like. She doesn't have this particular one in her stock anymore, but she does have other ones. She has some new Prima ones as well. So this is the mask that I used there. And let me grab something really quickly. Okay, she also had the past tense crackle mask in her store in the 12 by 12. Absolutely stunning. One of my new favorites. Probably my new favorite for the year. Really cool. So stay tuned. She always keeps getting new stock in there, whether it's Prima, Crafters Workshop, whatever. She always has some new masks coming in, but this is just one I got a couple of months ago. So this is what I used on there, and I used my stucco patch stuff that I got at Home Depot to do the masking. It's really textured and really dimensional and super cheap, so it works really well for me. So I put that on there, and I did a little bit more misting on top, but I didn't want to cover up the white color of it. It kind of got on there a little bit, but just kind of wanted it to just go in between the little textured areas. So the paper I used in the background was Tea Time, and then I used a little bit of Tea Time here. When I did the pictures, I printed them out on transparency again. I had done that on a previous layout, and I did that again and backed it with some Prima paper, so the script is kind of showing through. I really like that effect. And then up there as well, you can see the Tea Time paper coming through. I did use some Imaginarium Designs chipboard. I am on their DT as well, but this wasn't a project for them. I just used a few of the pieces that they had sent me, and they just went really well with everything else. So on this piece down here, I did a lot of texturizing with some little beads, some micro beads I guess they're called, and gesso, and heat setting it until it bubbled, and just spraying it and doing different things. So put that down there, and then over here I just have a little tag with where I can put my journaling at. And then up here I have one of the Prima Metal Treasures from Kathy's store, and this is the light posts. I absolutely love these, super fun. So I put that there, kind of dangling over. I have a huge flower cluster here, but it was just too like foo-foo girly for me, so I went in and added like tons of metal washers and screws and just different things, bolts coming in and out of there in different areas to kind of break up the pretty girliness. Have a little light bulb coming out here. The flowers from Kathy's store are these blue ones, this cream one here. These are all Kaiser Craft Paper blooms from Kathy's store. And then these ones as well are the Prima, I think they're called Innocence. And I think I'll show you what they look like real quickly. I have a couple of them left. They look like this, so I have those in there, and over here and down here they kind of got covered up a little bit, but I used those from Kathy's store, and then the rest are just from my stash, different ones, Recollections, I Am Roses, different ones. So then I put my chipboard on top of it. I wanted my title to be on top of everything.